Hey there, it's Kay, and if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much for joining me again. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Today I'm going to be setting up my July monthly budget and also sharing with you guys my estimated monthly budget based on what I think my income and expenses are going to be. And I'm very excited to be bringing you this budget, and I know it's a couple days overdue, so why don't we just jump right on into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is setting up my double page calendar spread from my budget book, and I have quite a few stickers that I'll be using to do this. I have some spending trackers to mark my categories in the notes column. I have this recollections budget book where I'm just going to use some of the payday stickers out of here. And I have this old happy year sticker book that I'm going to grab some deco stickers out of. And then I have these bill pay tracker stickers that I'm going to be marking my fixed expenses with. So a lot of stickers going on. I think I'm going to start with the budgeting stickers first, just to mark down all of the spots that I need, and then I can take up the rest of the space with deco. So first I'm going to mark my paydays, and I'll use these round ones. So it will be 2 paydays, and the paydays that I'm marking aren't going to be the actual days I get paid, because I've already worked myself so far ahead. Technically, my first paycheck for July would be the last paycheck I got in June on the 25th. So I could have made it a 3 paycheck month, but knowing how much I'm going to get, it kind of makes no sense to do that right now. So I'm just going to be marking, well, I do normally get paid on Wednesday, so I'll be using these Wednesdays instead. So they'll be marked like 1 week behind, and then all I really have to do is just go back into my bank account and check the deposit that came in. But this way, on a bi-weekly budget, at least it's a little bit more spread out for my expenses and everything versus having everything clustered in the beginning of the month. I don't know, I just prefer it this way. So the next thing I want to add to my calendar is my fixed expenses for the month. So let's start with, because I like to color code, so I'm going to start with the dark blue. I have Spotify, which is $5. That is due on the 1st of every month. And then I have Sprint, my phone service, which is due on the 10th. And that is $36. And I did activate my iPad on my plan, but because I had issues activating it, I was given a service credit on my bill. So my bill is still the $36 for this month, like it has been, because I got the 1 month for the iPad service credited. But going forward, that bill will be increasing, in contrast to my car insurance, which is actually decreasing. I got my new policy in the mail, that's from Safeco, and it has actually gone down to $133 roughly. It's $132 and change. I actually have in the mail they sent me, so it's $132.33, but I don't like working with decimals and change, so I just rounded up to $133. And let's see, I might as well just fit my tuition payment out of this paycheck, and that's for $50. It's on auto pay on the 15th every month. So there's tuition, there's car insurance, and there is phone. And then for my second paycheck, I like to pay my rent and utilities. That's my most expensive fixed expense, and it does usually take up most of my paycheck. And then the other fixed expense that I have is my Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. And right now I have that on a student discount plan for $16 a month. Because my utilities is variable and they're paid in one sum, I don't typically put in the amount until the end of the month. So I'm just gonna leave that blank, and that's due usually on the last day of the month. And then Creative Cloud usually comes out the 26th, but I've had it come out earlier than that before, like around this time. I don't know why. I don't know if it might have been a banking holiday or something weird. I don't know. So all of these are my fixed expenses for the month. So these are all expenses that I'm anticipating. And now I'm going to just mark my color key for my variable expenses. So I'm going to be using the same colors and stickers that I did last month because I don't want to waste the sheet and I still have plenty of them left. So for green, I used allowance. And then for yellow, I did gas. And then food was pink and pet was blue. And these are the categories that are cashless for me now. Ooh, I grabbed 2 of them. And then I also have one more variable category, which is laundry, which I did have to pull out this little sticker for. That's the only category which I use cash for. And I do just want to add in the notes column my debt goal for the month, which is on my Nelnet A. And I want to pay it off, so that's going to be $495.50. So that is the payoff goal for this month. So I think I'm all set with anything budget related. So I'm going to add some deco stickers to the page now just to make it fun and colorful. And oh, here they are. I wanted to use these really fun like beachy stickers. They're like popsicle sunglasses and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and add those and I'll be right back. Alright, so I think that looks really cute to where there's enough little decoration that isn't too distracting. So I am all set with my calendar spread. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on right into the monthly budget. And this budget should be a lot more exciting than June's budget because I am definitely expecting a little bit of extra work income. So I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see my numbers a little bit closer. I am only expecting my one work income source. I am, however, expecting quite a bit more than I did in June. So for this month, I'm going to estimate probably about $1,400 per paycheck. So that'll be about $2,800 for the month. So significantly more than June. So that should give me plenty of room to make the extra debt payment and also to save some money. I kind of miss saving money a little bit. So we have $2,800 to start with. And so all my fixed expenses that I had put on my calendar are going to go in here. So Spotify for 5, Sprint for 36, Safeco, which is now 133, my tuition, which is $50, my Adobe, which is $16, and then my rent and utilities, what I'm going to estimate for the month, since my rent did go up after I signed my lease. I'm going to shoot for about $900. I did go over my rent in June by a tiny bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of an increase, and that should hopefully account for the difference there. So let's grab my calculator and let's go ahead and total all of this up. So we're working with $1140 in fixed expenses estimated. We started with $2,800, so we have $1,660 going forward, which is pretty good. That means, from what I've estimated, my fixed expenses are less than half of my income, so that's already a pretty good start. So for variable expenses, I'm gonna have my allowance, gas, food, laundry, which is cash, and now most of these are cashless, pet, and I'm also going to add money to my Easy Pass, my toll transponder, because that thing is basically zero. And I know I have a lot of driving around to do going forward, so I definitely need to re-up that. So I'm going to add 30 to that. For pets, I'm going to do 80. For laundry, I'm going to do 40. Food was also a really close call for June, so I should go a little over what I had budgeted for June. So I'm gonna do 325. Should be pretty safe. And then gas, I went over in June. So to be really safe, I'm going to set the ceiling on that to 100. And then allowance, I'm gonna do 80. And so these amounts are for the whole month. So I think they look really good. So let's go ahead and total. See if I can do this in my head. So 80 plus 80, 160 plus 40 is 200. Now we have 300, 625, 655. So if we have 1660, we need 655 for variable. So we have 1,005 left over to pull into sinking funds. Hold on. I do this a lot anyway, and I've also been thinking about maybe changing the positions of these on my sheet. I'm going to account for my debt payment that I want to make towards my student loan. So to pay off this student loan, I need $495.50, and the 50 cents is annoying me, yes, but that's what I need to pay it off. So I'm going to subtract. So I have $509.50 that I could start the next student loan. I could save it in my emergency fund, or I could save it in envelopes. And I do want to stuff my envelopes. So what I'm gonna do, let me think. I'm going to use whole numbers on the sinking funds because I'll have to take that out in cash anyway. And then the 50 cents and whatever is going to go into my emergency fund just to even out the whole budget. So my sinking funds are car maintenance, home, medical, personal, phone and vet. And I'm thinking I want to put a lot of this towards my phone sinking fund because I really just want a new phone, like, so bad. And I don't think there'll be a Samsung Note coming out this year, but if there is, it usually comes out August or September. So we're pretty close to that time frame, so I want to make sure that I have money in case the phone comes out and I can get it. So what I'll do, because I have like 500, I'll do 300 towards phone. And then, so that leaves 200, and I want to put 100 in car maintenance because my tire tread's getting really low. So then that leaves like 100, and then I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just put 25 in all of them, and that will total up to 500 even. So 1005 minus 500 will be 505. Minus the 4950 will leave 950. And then the 950 can just go in my emergency fund, just to take care of that 50 cents. And that would zero out the budget. So here it is, my completed July monthly estimated budget and setup. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you like this video and you like what I do, make sure to subscribe down below because it's totally free and it really helps out my channel. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video as well as comment down below. And if you're interested in the sheets that I use, they're in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. For July, I have listed in the original format, but if you like this format with the big block letters, I'd be happy to list that for you as well. I just wanted to try this font to see if it was easier on my eyes, which it is. So I hope to see you down in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.